The very last video I made on MATIC, we talked about how it needed to get above this particular critical level, and it is currently fighting for its life to get above that level. That level, rounded off, was 1.0. At that point, when I made that video, MATIC was down here. It was a couple of days ago, so I think we were either bottoming out on this red or had just started this green candle. And yesterday, MATIC made some fantastic moves, going from about 0.93 to a top of 1, okay? And we can see today, this was the entire candle for today. It's kind of a doji candle here, a point of indecision. The market is trying to decide, does it have enough momentum? You can't make that with TradingView because it wants to draw the wicks. But you see the red candle right there is trying to decide, do we have enough momentum to get above 1? And that the story might be told as this little tiny green bar just opened literally 1 minute ago. So we'll wait and see how it prints on the daily. But I have all kinds of good news for you as we look at MATIC and we talk about this level. Let us talk about some altcoins that have broken their levels and see how they have behaved since then. I've got a couple of surprises for you there. And then I'm going to take you on a quick trip of the altcoin market in general. As I say, what is it? Rising tide, the rising tide lifts all boats, something like that. So we're going to talk about the altcoin market in general and get an idea for what it holds in the future. All right. So this is MATIC. We've already talked about this level we want to break. Let me show you VET. VET is another altcoin or another coin that I make videos on. This is what VET did when it was finally able to break its level right here in the blue. It broke its level one day. This was a day last week. Broke that level, closed through it very strongly, and then you can see what happened on the next day. The net result of those 2 and 3 days before and after was a 40 to 50 increase in the value of VET. I was thinking that perhaps if VET could close above that critical blue level, then it may go up and challenge its most recent high back in December. It did challenge that and then completely blew through it in a matter of minutes. And you can see it continued on before kind of, I wouldn't say phasing out. It's kind of resting right here, and we'll see what happens after that. Another altcoin. Look at how similar this is to VET. This just happened yesterday. 2 days ago, HBAR, Hedera, broke its critical level right here. It looks very similar to VET in that it closed through it. The next day, not only broke its most recent high, but continued on, and it is starting to print its day after this move right here. I think Hedera was up 30 to 35% in a matter of a couple of days. All of these altcoins are sitting above their level. ADA is above its level. DOT, just made a video on it. It is above its level. Right here. MATIC, if it can get above its level, and it's fighting for all it's worth right now, I've got some faith in it. If it can get above its level, it could be a candidate, as I'm calling it, to be picked up. Almost beam me up, Scotty, for you older people. Well, I shouldn't have said it that way. For you people that are aware of Star Trek. And it's literally a conveyor belt of altcoins that are rolling around, and sometimes money comes in almost a random fashion and picks up one of these altcoins and causes it to explode 30 to 40% in a matter of days for some reason. I don't know the reason. I just don't know the reason. I do know this. You need to be in something that you want to be in. You need to be in a coin and a project. You need to be somewhere in crypto, because if you aren't, you don't get the reward of watching a coin do this. And I'm telling you, at some point, your coin, specifically MATIC, is going to continue to rise, and it may get picked up and explode. We don't know if that'll happen. You can't pre-plan those things. You don't know that it's going to happen for HBAR and VET until it does. But if MATIC were to pick up and explode and gain 30 to 40% in a day, we'd be talking about a nice green candle that looked kind of like that, although not quite as vulgar. So that's what you want to do. You want to be in something, and MATIC has a chance to completely break out here. It just needs to close above this 1.0 level, which is kind of a critical level. Let's talk about the altcoin market in general. I follow several people on Twitter. One is Rect Capital is his handle. He deals with altcoins in the crypto market. This is a chart he is showing. It is the crypto total market cap. So that's the value of all crypto, excluding the top 10. So it's excluding the biggest top 10 coins per market cap. And you can find that just by going to coinmarketcap.com. Of course, Bitcoin is number one with a market cap of a little over 1 trillion. And then it would exclude 1 through 10, working its way all the way down to Doge. Doesn't quite exclude MATIC. I think MATIC is 14. But the point is, so MATIC would be included in this chart. The point is, he's looking at the value of altcoins. That's why he's taking out the 10 biggest coins. He wants to see how some of the smaller coins are doing. And since October, we have seen, as you would expect, a nice run up. We paused a bit here in December and January before, this is the weekly chart, having 3 good weeks recently. Well, really 2, and we're working on our 3rd here. And he's supposing that the value of these altcoins in general is just going to keep going up, which makes sense as long as Bitcoin keeps doing its thing. And it's wrestling with a resistance level of 52,000 right now. So this is what I mean by the rising tide lifts all boats. If the market of altcoins is continuously going in, that means money is flowing into these altcoins as money flows through Bitcoin as well. If it continues that, and you are in a quality project, which MATIC is, you stand the chance of being picked up at any point and taking off. Even if you don't take off, you still, more than likely, are going to continue this gradual increase. That again is as long as Bitcoin holds. Bitcoin could fall over the next few days, weeks. I mean, we don't know what Bitcoin's going to do. It could fall. Some are calling for a 20% correction before the halving coming up in April, which would put us right around this 40 to 45 level. If MATIC does that, we ain't gonna worry about it. It might drop back down into this level here, and we don't care because sometime in 2024, MATIC is going to break this level, and it will be, in my opinion, this is my opinion, multiple times worth multiple times more than 1. I'm not even going to get into any kind of prognostication months and years out, but I'm telling you, this is the nature of crypto. This is the nature of MATIC. This is the nature of altcoins. You need to be in something to see that. You need to be in something, and I'll go back to Solana to see this. You need to be in something to see what we've seen in MATIC going from 0.52 and doubling in value in about 4 months. I did want to show you how to get to this chart here. This is the chart that I just showed you. It is in TradingView. It is free. This is the weekly chart of crypto total market cap, excluding top 10. You can get to it by going to crypto and searching for crypto total market cap excluding, and it gives you a few options which you can't really see here. I wish it would highlight it. Here's one. Let me just hold it. Okay, white. Okay, here's one. Crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, excluding Bitcoin. So there's different ways you can see it, but he was looking at this one right here, which is crypto total market cap excluding top $10. And this is what he's looking at right here. So that's good news for altcoins. That's good news for MATIC. That's good news for crypto. I'm very curious to see if MATIC can go ahead and break this level today and set up perfectly above this 1. And then let's see what happens. It's only going to be good stuff in the long term from now. Don't be spooked if we see a little bit of pushback over the next bit in crypto. We've had such a run up since January 23rd. We may give back a little bit. Do not be spooked by it. Get into something you like and hold. All right. That's my update for MATIC. Come back. I'll keep you updated for MATIC and other coins as well.